when I'm wandering in.
All right, everybody, what's going on here? We are back with another episode of the Alpha Male Show. And he's still playing music over there. Grand. All right, let me just calm you people down, tell you right off the bat, I am not late. Gene was tired. Gene was tired and he had to go home. So he left me here at Ruben, and Ruben is fumbling and bumbling back there, figuring out what we do normally. So I was not late. The studio, yet again, is late. And it's Gene's fault because he needed a nappy poo. And he didn't set Ruben up with everything he needed. So you want to yell at somebody, Gene is here, acting like nothing's going on. It's all his fault. What are you doing over there? You're buzzing in my... Well, not now that you stopped playing with whatever you were playing with. We're working with a new engineer. We're teaching him. We're training him. He's only one of the 45 owners at this station. Why would he know how to run the board? So what's going on, everybody? We're getting a little closer to Christmas time. The Renuses are here. My boy Rocco Filarina's here. The Ventosos, Gene Piero. The Hammer, Mike Valentine, is here. We got the whole crew in the house. What's going on? Hope everyone's excited for Christmas. Coming, as you can see, we have Christmas decorations up, and Gene selflessly is hanging his Hamilton radio sign over my nice snowdrift behind me. We'll be bringing the flag back as soon as Christmas and New Year's are over, and we'll be putting the American flag back up where it belongs. I barely have a voice because, hey, I work outside and it was snowing all friggin' day. All day it was snowing. It was horrid. It was disgusting. I couldn't take it. Just sitting out there in the cold and the snow. It was miserable. Gia Nova in the house. What's going on, Gia? Always good to see a beautiful young lady in the house. We got a bunch of stuff to go over this week. Let's where do we want to start? Who do we want to start yelling at? Let's go with something. Let's go with a fun-loving story. Our boy Artie Lang, the lovable comedian from New Jersey, he goes to court tomorrow on his violation of his probation. We wish Artie luck tomorrow. I hope everything works out for him. Artie's a good guy. Also, he is going to be doing benefit shows. He's going to be doing some comedy shows that he hasn't let out all the details yet. But I'm bringing this up because I find it worthwhile. Artie is he's going to do some benefit shows to help people pay for their rehab. Because rehab apparently is a little pricey. It's about 30 grand or so. And he's going to be doing fundraisers. So if you feel the need, you need to go into rehab or whatever your case may be, reach out to Artie Lang on Twitter, send him a DM, tell him your story, and he's gonna try and raise money for as many people as he can to fund them to go to rehab so they can get better. He's trying to get better. I wish Artie all the luck in the world, and he goes to court tomorrow. Let's hope they're kind to Artie because he's a good guy. He's got a big heart, and he's a Jersey guy. So we gotta support our own. And like I said, he's gonna try and pay for rehab for people who can't pay for their own. So let's throw some support behind Mr. Artie Lang whenever we can. Courtney Marino in the house. What's going on, Courtney? Paul's in the house. What's going on, Paul? Our Cowboys looking good, aren't they? Jordan Hart in the house. I love my crew, people. I talked to Gene about this, who's not here at the moment, but he's tuning in next month, January 25th and 26th. The lovely, the gorgeous Natasha Nova is going to be at Lace in Wayne, New Jersey. She'll be dancing there for a couple of nights. I'm going to be going. I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be looking to put together a group of people. Gene mentioned he wanted to go. Ruben, if you're not going to be Ubering that night, feel free to come along. If you're wondering how sexy and beautiful Natasha Nova is, look her up on my page. It's worth the scroll because she's just a stunningly beautiful girl, and we don't get too many features up here in New Jersey. So when some of my friends come up here, I want to show some love to them. Natasha Nova's coming to Lace in Wayne, New Jersey, January 25th and 26th. And hopefully we get a bunch of people to pile in and come on up and join in on the fun. Rescue Mania, December the 28th. We have a YouTube taping. I'll be announcing live at this event. Everybody who keeps saying, "Oh, we want to see you perform," I'll be performing live December the 28th. A YouTube taping at Rescue Mania. I'll be announcing all the matches, probably doing some interviews. We also have, it's tentative, we haven't gotten a schedule yet, but everybody keeps asking me when I'm going to be doing stand-up. January the 26th, same time Natasha Nova's here, so we'll be going to see her on the 25th. But the 26th, I'm pretty sure it's the 26th, because again, the date is tentative and the scheduling's tentative. I will be at the senior building in Lyndhurst, New Jersey, supporting the high school varsity cheerleading team. So if anybody wants to come out, it's going to be for a great cause. It's going to be me, and I don't have all the other comics yet. I don't know how much funding we're going to get, but I'm going to put together a great show because New Jersey has all the best stand-up comics you could ever want. So by all means, everybody come on out. The 28th to the YouTube taping at the Lyndhurst Rec Center on Valley Brook Avenue in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Tickets are only like $10. They're almost all gone. I know a couple of people are throwing birthday parties there that day. We're going to be doing interviews, and there's going to be great matches going on. And I'll be announcing the whole time alongside my partner, Cheyenne Ortiz. Also, we will be doing something WrestleMania weekend for those of you who follow wrestling. WrestleMania weekend, we're going to have a big show going on. We don't have all the details on it yet, but as soon as I get them, you will have them in your lap. So let's get past some of the plugs of everyone, and let's talk comedians apologizing. It's one of the things I wanted to jump on in the first place. Drove me absolutely insane. Kevin Hart coming out apologizing for tweets he made, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. When is the nonsense going to end? Cold day in hell when I ever apologize to anybody for anything related to whether it's my stand-up comedy, it's my wrestling announcing, or it's my radio show. It's not going to be anytime soon that I'm going to be apologizing to anyone for anything I say. If you're offended by something I say, maybe you should check yourself and see why you're being offended by anything I say. What I say are my thoughts, and I'm going to back up my thoughts 100% without a doubt. Tom Montefusco in the house. What's going on there, Tom? Good to see a former Marine. He will be at Rescue Mania December the 28th. Also, I can't stress enough how comedians need to stop apologizing for everything we say. What we say occasionally offends people. If we didn't say things offensive and somebody didn't get offended by them, then we're not doing our job. I've had guys throw bottles of water at me. I've had guys threaten to fight me over the dopiest things. I actually had one guy. I was doing my act, and the whole time he was sitting there with his hands folded. He was staring at me. He was an Indian fellow. So I told him, I said, "Dude, you look like a terrorist doing the mannequin challenge." And he got offended by it. His friends all laughed at him. I threw a couple more jabs at him, and I went about doing the rest of my act. After the show, he comes up, he's yelling at me, he's threatening me, and I was just laughing because he weighed about 105 pounds, soaking wet. I was considering picking him up, folding him up, and putting him in my wallet, and just taking him out later. But I told him to walk away. It was his best bet. He was obviously a little tipsy or whatever it was, but if you're not offending someone, then you're not reaching down and getting everything you can out of your comedy. So don't apologize for what you do. The worst thing you could do, once you apologize, if you go, "Hey, sorry I offended somebody, I'm sorry," you kind of validate what they're saying. They kind of say, "Hey, I'm upset about this. Why are you saying this?" And by you going, "Oh, well, it was a long time ago," or it was whatever the excuse. I used to have a joke I did about Paul Walker, and I had nothing but mad respect for Paul Walker. He was one of my favorite actors. I enjoyed watching him, but I saw an opportunity for a joke. I used it. And if somebody came back to me today and said, "Hey, you made that Paul Walker joke, it was offensive 10 years ago," I would have just been like, "You know what? I can't help you." So is life. Sometimes people get offended for no reason. Real quick, my boy Robbie Rob is in the house. Rob, happy birthday. It's good to see you, buddy. I heard the rumor that you have a little officer of the law on his way with your lovely wife, and I want to give you congratulations along with wishing you a happy birthday. Hey, Rocco, what's going on, buddy? The lovely Cynthia Taser is in the house. I love Cynthia Taser. Check her out, fancentro.com/Cynthia Taser. That's Taser with a Z. If you don't know how to spell Cynthia, you really shouldn't be on the internet. But definitely go check her out. She's worth every sign up for her, and she's worth every picture and video she sends you. Let's see. Okay, we're done yelling at the comedians apologizing. I'm going to start yelling now a little bit. Maybe not too much because my throat is bothering me. But I got an issue with my bank, Wells Fargo, this week. And banks are. I've come out before on this show and I've bashed the banks for what they do. And I'm going to bash them a little more right now. I had an insurance company. I won't bring it up who they were. I had a car insurance company. They tried doubling my premiums, so I went out. I got another company for normal, reasonable premiums. If you're in New Jersey, go to Plymouth Rock in New Jersey and check them out. They have excellent prices for car insurance, much better than who I was with. And the company I was with, I didn't even owe my premium to yet. I was about a week away from having to pay for my premium. And when I canceled the policy, they decided to turn around and say, "Well, hey, you owe us nearly $200 in premiums." I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "My premiums aren't even due yet, and I pay you my premiums before you insure me. So how is it that I owe you anything, everything from my last premium payment up until my next premium payment should have covered all my insurance?" But according to this insurance company, and I'm going to bash them too, screw them, it's Esurance. I was with them. We're going to rip everybody apart because I'm going to get back to the bank in a minute. The bank's in cahoots on this one. So I told the insurance, I said, I'm not paying you for my premiums. I don't owe you any premiums because until my next premium is owed, which is a week away from now, I don't owe you any money. In fact, you should be paying me back money because I haven't used my entire month up of insurance. So now they charge my bank. It was like $180 some odd dollars. I call up my bank. I say, listen, this is a problem. Hey, Anthony Ennis, he lived through Chicago. Way to go, Ant. Anyway, I went to the Wells Fargo. I called up Wells Fargo. I said, listen, I don't owe these people $180. I want this payment reversed, and I'm filing a claim against them. They asked me, did you call your insurance company? They said, yeah, I already had this conversation with them, and they're insisting I owe them $180. The bank said, okay, we're going to file a dispute. Now, the bank went ahead and paid them the money. Now, you're my bank, I'm your customer. I tell you not to pay somebody. You don't pay somebody. It's not your money to dish out. That's my money, you skeeves. But you went out and you paid them because, well, they had a charge come through. I don't care if they had a charge come through. I told them they weren't due the premium because my next premium wasn't even due yet. They decided, oh, yeah, I owed you the money. So now I have to fight with the insurance company and my bank to get my money back, as opposed to me having the upper hand and still having possession of my money. So the banks and the insurance companies can scratch my nutsack because it's a load of crap. And guess what? I'm currently with Wells Fargo, but it's just going to be a short time. Probably right after the holidays. I also have accounts with another bank, Capital One, who have been very accommodating. Whenever I had a problem, I call them up or I go to the bank, and they're always very helpful. So guess what? Wells Fargo, I'm about to get through the holidays. Once the holidays are over, come January, all my credit cards are with Capital One. All my banking is through Capital One except for several things that I use Wells Fargo for. Wells Fargo is going to be losing my business. My savings is coming out of Wells Fargo. My CDs are coming out of Wells Fargo. Any payments I have set up through Wells Fargo are going to be canceled and moved over to Capital One, and I'm not going to be using Wells Fargo for anything anymore. So my suggestion would be to do the same thing. Wells Fargo has been a problem. I know they have foreclosure issues for a company that was running around all this year telling everybody how they're going back to their old ways, and they're not going to be a Scavazzo bank that's going to do shady stuff on the side, like open up accounts in your name without your knowledge just so they can, just so their managers can get a bonus. Well, guess what? They haven't changed. They're still doing the same shady shit that they shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be, if I call you up and tell you not to make a payment that I deem isn't a necessary payment, if I just said, hey, I don't feel like paying them, I can understand, well, you know, you have a leg to stand on. But I'm not saying I don't want to pay them. I'm saying I don't owe these people this money. And Wells Fargo just turns around and sends the money off to them and doesn't reverse the charges. I'm going to be calling them again. I'll be calling the corporate offices. I will get my money back. If I have to go as far as to get my daughter to call up, and let me tell you, you don't want to argue with my daughter. It's one thing to argue with me. My daughter is vicious. Rattlesnakes. If she walks into a cave with 30 rattlesnakes, they start shivering because she came in the room. She is not someone to mess with. My daughter can be a pain in the ass to me. She could drive me nuts and just be out and out mean to me, to my grandson sometimes. She has her moments. But let me tell you something. When somebody takes her money or when something doesn't go her way at the way she sees fit, you're going to incur her wrath. And she's going to come after you. And I can't wait to watch her come after them. because if they won't listen to me, they're going to listen to her. And she has to go in the bank. The tellers will just start handing her money like it's a bank robbery. Because she will make you twitch. She will make you shiver. She is not one to be hassled with. And speaking of bank robberies, has anyone else seen the video? I saw a video. It was sent to me, I believe it was yesterday or earlier today. Some lady comes, just out of curiosity, is anybody commenting? Can you see it? Well, I mean, you don't have to, but I'm not seeing it. I'll just look on my page because I haven't seen a comment in a while. And my fans are usually just throwing in comments all over the place. Hey, Cynthia Taser shared my video. Love me some Cynthia Taser. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing any comment. It's fine. I'm just sometimes with this computer did a whole update earlier today for some unknown reason, and I have a feeling it's giving me a hard time. Oh, you see, here they come. Yeah, I hear you, Cynthia. I've put stop payments on checks before. Wells Fargo is a bit of a pain in the neck. I've done it with them before, and they've been accommodating. Wow, they cashed a check 1 year later. That's pretty ballsy. Yeah, I can't say I agree with what Wells Fargo did. Usually when I call up and I ask them to reverse charges on something that shouldn't be paid, they stop payment only lasts for 6 months. When I cancel a check, it's canceled. You don't put it back in later. Ridiculous. Lisa Falacara in the house. What's going on, Lisa? Lisa, before I get back to my rant, I want to well, you should have paid him 60. Maybe it would have stopped it for a year. That sounds shady as fuck. Wells Fargo does some backdoor stuff that really shouldn't be allowed. I've bashed Bank of America on this station, and I've never even banked with them really, but my boy Gene had some problem with them. My engineer who's all tired today. Yeah, I don't exactly agree with the way they handle checking accounts, but Capital One's been pretty good with me so far, so I'm going to keep singing their praises. They've been doing the right thing. I wouldn't give them the 300 either. Darlene's hands all bandaged up. Well, Darlene, I told you stop belting Steve in the mouth. Your hands will feel better when you stop slapping your husband around. Just saying. Lisa Falacara, I want to send out congratulations to you. I saw you popped in the room. I hope you're still listening. I want to send out congratulations. I heard Maddie was named to the All-State cheering team. So that's something to be proud of. That's who I use. I have Capital One for all my credit cards. The rates are reasonable. I get money back. It really is the best credit cards. They don't charge annual fees. So everything you can want is definitely up there. Julie Angelina in the house. What's going on, Julie? How things going down under? Doing the kangaroo bop down there. I know. I always make fun of the kangaroos down there. I saw a video where a guy was biking down in Australia and a kangaroo blindsided him and knocked him off the bike. Exactly. I make payments with Capital One. It doesn't take a week for it to upload. Next day everything's done. If I transfer money, it's done. If I transfer it between accounts, it's done instantly. Yeah, I haven't gotten the credit one yet. I've looked into it. I'm considering it. I'm considering if I actually want to get a third credit card. I might need one for all the money Ruben charges me to be here. But you charge me more than you charge Carlo. Yeah. Huh? I didn't set that up either, but that's okay. They usually get good guests. Let's see who else we got. What else we got going on? Oh, the banks. Yeah, I was watched. That's what I was talking about. I started to get on the video and then started talking about something else. I'm easily distracted. You know, something shiny waves in front of my face, and all of a sudden I forget what I'm doing. But here we are. I was watching this video, and it struck me as a little odd. This lady goes into a bank. She doesn't have a gun. She's just carrying her purse. And she starts yelling at the security guards, who now this lady's maybe like 5'4", 5'5", little skinny, nothing, and she's yelling at this 350-pound security guard that she's there to rob the bank. She said she was going to kill everybody in the bank, and she was there to rob the bank. They needed to give her money because she needed money. My question was, you're 112 pounds. You walk into a bank with no weapons. Maybe if you're going to rob a bank, you should like think it out a little. You know, going with a gun, a knife, a bat, something. Bring in something. Carry a snake in. You're just standing there yelling that you're there to rob the bank. So the security guard's got her pushed into a corner where she's yelling at absolutely just him, and he's just standing there with another security guard. She flipped over a table and some garbage pans, and I'm like, this is not a well thought out bank robbery. You got to try something a little bit more creative than just, flipping over garbage cans. Julie Angelina is complaining it's hot down there in Australia. All we do is have snow. I'm in New Jersey. The only thing it's done for the last 4 months is rain or snow every other day. It's terrible. Hey, Dave Hodges in the house. Thanks for joining me, Dave. I appreciate you coming by. Oh, wait, you weren't here last week. Bastard. You missed it. I yelled at you the whole hour. I yelled at all three of you. And Anthony was in Chicago. He got yelled at the least. Ugh. Hang on, while I'm here, I want to flip through something. Huh? No. Nobody could see the thing. What, listen to some lady yell? No. Don't be silly. Don't start trouble. Now, wait a minute. I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. And I can't. You people just talk amongst yourselves. There was no death. Oh, give me that. Oh, she always rubs it in. Julie Angelina will always rub it in. Dave, there was no death. Dave sent me pictures of him taking a selfie with a dead guy. He lives across the street from a funeral parlor. Okay, that's all he did. Who's he kidding? What does he think? I'm new here? I lost everything. I know it's in here somewhere. Because I said so. And the fact that it's not here, oh, there it is. Okay. Now I just got to find out what week that was. I usually more prepared for this, but this is not. I'm just going to keep flipping through, because I've lost everything I was looking for. Put a total stop on the show. That's fantastic, isn't it? Next week, I got to bring this up while everybody's on. Next week is the week to tune in because it's going to be the Alpha Male Show's Christmas party, which means probably no one is going to show up because I had the 50th episode and nobody showed up. Dave Hodge, Shay Farrell, Anthony Ennis all said, yeah, we're coming, and then last minute all canceled on me. But that's all right. I'm going to get a special guest for next week who is going to come because they're really good guys. Oh, we have a caller. Put him through. Apparently we have a caller.
You do.
And you're on the air.
Big Ed Ruffalo, my evil twin, how are you?
Hey, Dave Hodge, what's going on?
Nothing. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Last week.
You could have called from the funeral parlor.
Well, it was a memorial service. It wasn't at the funeral parlor.
You could have called there. Why am I hearing this? You could have called from the funeral parlor.
You're on Bluetooth. Sorry. I'm in the car.
No, it's Gene. It's not you.
Well, I mean, of course it's Gene.
Somehow, no, Gene isn't here. We have Ruben today. Gene was tired. Gene needed a nap.
Yes. We ended last night on time, so he's tired today.
Yes. Well, he told me he was here from 2 o'clock until 7. So he was
Well,
tired.
how many shows did Jerry have this afternoon?
At least 11.
Sons of bitches.
Oh, there's a pre-recording earlier, so he was early? Who pre-recorded early?
Carlo.
No, oddly enough, it wasn't Carlo. It was Age. Is that why Fat Tom Angeli was here going live?
Nice.
Oh, I have no idea who these people are. But the point is, I've been up since 5 a.m. and I'm here. And Gene needed a nap. That's what happens when you get over.
Yeah.
That always happens, yeah.
Unlike you, he's still married, so,
Yeah, well, he's not happy about it, as you can see.
Happy enough to not want to be there tonight.
And the Renuses came to the 49th show, and you guys all missed the 50th.
I apologize. I owe you. I actually tried to get you a gift just now, and I wasn't able to.
That's because they didn't make him that fat, did they?
No, you know what it is? I was at my son. They had their holiday concert. He was playing guitar. And what they do for, like, a fundraiser, they paint Christmas balls. And I was going to have the Eat Fuck the Guy logo on there. But they tapped out. They admitted they weren't talented enough to paint it.
Oh, that's terrible. How do you...
I was going to order 5.
That would be fantastic.
I definitely had to get you one, and, as the other host.
That's true. I am the 4th hosted member.
Yes.
That's right. You guys can, if you guys want to stop in, I'm going to try and get, we're in early negotiations, but I'm trying to get Santa Claus to come in next week for an interview.
Nice.
So if you guys want to show up.
There's definitely an alpha.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to show up next week, feel free, whoever wants to come in. I know Shay is going to be busy working.
I will be there. I owe you.
I'll be honest, I don't even believe Shay has a job. I see pictures of him with a tinfoil hat on. And then I see him, he's always sharing posts of other people selling a house like he's a real estate agent. But his name's never on the house. It's always another agent selling the house. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a job.
He's doing real estate, but it's just like with comedy. You got to promote some other people's shows as well. So you got to promote some other sales. So everybody's helpful.
Well, that's great, but I never see him promote his own.
There we go.
I want to see him promoting some in that tinfoil hat he wears.
That would be amazing. So we got to have you into the new studio next year.
Oh, that's right. You get a new studio.
Yes. Pet Cemetery Studios is moving, so we're definitely going to have to make arrangements to get your ass in there.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll wait until the night of the show, and I'll tell you, I can't make it. Somebody in Jersey City died.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
But then 2 weeks later, you can come in.
Yeah. I'll just pop in a couple of weeks later. Cynthia Taser with the great idea of asking Santa how he feels about his music coming off the air. It's one of the questions I was going to ask him.
Oh, you have to?
Yeah. He can't be happy about that.
No. And we got to ask him how he feels about Hanukkah music.
He's probably not a fan of Adam Sandler's.
You know.
Now, guys, we can go as nuts as we want because the engineer just walked out of the room. So
Perfect.
the show is flying solo. It's kind of like the Uncomfortably Funny podcast.
Where we host and engineer all at the same time.
Yes. We see how well that works out.
Yes. It's finally working better, though, with the new board.
Oh, it can't work any worse.
That's true. Well, it could work like, there.
We were talking before the show while we're here. I was talking to Ruben, so it'll get done in about 6 years.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We were talking about doing a logo for the Alpha Male Show.
Nice.
He had this ingenious idea of having, of taking a couple of pictures of girls and putting them next to the logo.
I like it.
Oh, I love the idea. My first response was to have Cynthia Taser, and I'll talk to her and negotiate with her about getting what she wants for a couple of her pictures to have her next to my logo, because that would be fantastic.
You know what I was thinking you should do? You should get one of those T-shirts that they sell down the shore with the spray-painted abs on it, and wear that, and then have a Hawaiian shirt open on top of that with, like, delays and some sunglasses for the logo.
It's not a bad idea. I might do that.
Teamwork, baby, teamwork.
Yeah, we got to think about this.
All right, I just wanted to call in and apologize. I will definitely see you next week.
Excellent. So, everyone, Dave Hodge allegedly will be here next week.
I will allegedly definitely be there.
He will definitely allegedly be here, possibly, maybe.
And you know what? I'm going to bring in my Festivus pole.
We could use a Festivus pole. Although we have 9 mic stands, we could substitute as Festivus poles.
That's true.
Because
all right, I'm going to get out of here. I will talk to you soon.
I will talk to you soon, everybody. Dave Hodjanowski of the Uncomfortably Funny Podcast, 7 to 9, Monday nights from Pet Cemetery Studios. Later. All right, we have, let's see, we got about 20 minutes. So let's see, we hit, here's one that drove me nuts that I have to bring up because I had an argument with a guy this week who was trying to tell me how much money illegal immigrants pay in taxes. They're illegal immigrants. They don't have Social Security numbers. They're not paying anything in taxes. I'm not concerned with their sales tax and stuff like that. I get, if they buy something, they got to pay sales tax on it. Swell. They're not paying taxes. It's not coming out of their paychecks. Most of them working under the table illegally. Everything they're doing here is illegal. Now, again, and some people don't want to grasp this, and I don't understand why. Come here legally. No one has an issue. I don't know. I've yet to hear one person say, if they come here legally, we don't want them. If they come here legally, they follow the laws, they don't break the law, we're more than happy to have them. We took Ruben. Ruben's Guatemalan. You're Guatemalan. Don't start. He's from Guatemala. No one has a problem with him. Why? Because he came here legally. I work with 2 Colombians. Could be the only 2 Colombians on the entire planet who don't deal cocaine or coffee. But they both came here legally. No one has a problem with people being here as long as they do it the right way. I don't want to see people breaking the law. Same as I don't want to see an American walk down the street and push some little old lady over and steal her purse. I don't want to see people coming into this country illegally like they're owed something. Just come here legally. My family came through Ellis Island legally. We didn't storm the gates. We didn't start a riot. That's all we're asking. Anything else is just, it's rhetoric. I get it. They want to come here for a better life. Fine. Come here legally. Come here and welcome. Just do it the right way. That's all we're asking. Don't break the law. That's so hard to ask. Okay? We have laws. Follow them. Don't murder people. Don't rape women, you cowards. Don't beat up old ladies. Yeah. Don't walk into a bank and turn over tables and try and rob the place when there's a 350-pound security guard who wants to beat you up. Don't do all that silliness. Just do the right thing. Come here, get a job legally. Pay your taxes like everybody else. Why? Because my taxes are too high. And if you're working here illegally, and let me tell you something, the people who hire them are just as much bastards as the people coming here illegally. Yeah, the caravan people are demanding $50,000. I don't think a bullet costs $50,000. Just shoot them in the kneecap. Can't climb over the wall with no kneecaps. Just kneecap them. That's all. Try climbing over that wall with 2 bullets in your knee. You're not going to do it. Just saying, this illegal stuff is out of hand. And it's way too much. It's getting way too much press and publicity. Do the right thing. That's all we're saying. Anything else is just ridiculous. Now, that being said, as we tick to the last 15 minutes of the show, we're going to come to my favorite segment, the Alpha Male and Alpha Female of the Week. Now, in case you was wondering, in the episode 42, Cynthia Taser was named Alpha Female of the Week in episode 42. So she will be one of the many participants in the Alpha Madness tournament come March. Great prizes. We're going to see what the sponsors come up with this year. Last year, Jen Garrett won not only our big Alfie trophy, she won $200 and possible part in my movie if I can ever get the movie off the ground. This year, I'm going to try and get a little bit more money, maybe a bigger trophy. I'll see what I can get everybody to kick in. Maybe we can get the radio station to kick in $3. Oh, there you go. I got $2 from Ruben. Now, between the other 7 owners, if they can come up with $1, we're going to be rolling in it. Cynthia's birthday's coming up. That's exciting. Where are we? Oh, yeah, Alpha Male, Alpha Female of the Week. Duh. So this week in episode 51, I'm going to take your word for that, Steve, because I'm not an accountant. I'm not even much of a radio show host, I'll be honest with you. But alpha male and alpha female of the week. Alpha male of the week is amazing. I may even have named him for this last year, and I'm going to name him again this year. I don't remember if he was last year, but he should have been. And this year, because I believe this is the 5th year he's doing, Gary Sinise, excellent actor. March Madness. That sounds like a good one there, Cynthia. Gary Sinise, he sent 1,000. He sent 1,000 people, any military families, he sent 1,000, him and his foundation, sent 1,000 military families who've lost someone, who've lost a military member, on a 5-day Disney vacation for Christmas. Every year he does this, 1,000 families, 1,000 military families who have lost someone, whether have lost someone, service of their country, he sends them to Disney for a 5-day Disney experience. I think that's probably the most amazing thing, or one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. That's phenomenal. Much respect for Gary Sinise. And, I send out my love, and I send him the Alpha Male of the Week for this week. And he will be in the Alpha Madness tournament. Also, the Alpha Female of the Week here in episode 51. Alpha Female of the Week this week. This lady, I named her last year. She was named. We only have a couple of more weeks because, as you know, I'm going to cut off the deadline at the end of the year for for being in next year's Alpha Madness tournament. So January, the first show in January, we're going to start a whole new tournament for the following year. But for next year, I'm cutting it off, the Alpha Madness tournament, at the end of this month. So there's only a couple of more left. So this one, she's squeezing in under the wire, and I haven't brought it up, and I really should, because what she does is amazing. She's a single mom. Her and her daughter are two of the sweetest, nicest people I've ever met. They always have kind words. They always have positive messages. This girl, a Jersey girl, up and moved cross country to Arizona by herself with her daughter. It's brave. It's, it's a risk, and what she did is amazing, and she's one of the most amazing people I've ever met. She's so positive. She's the lady in red, the great Laura Madsen. We love you, Laura, here at the Alpha Male Show, and we wish you the best out there on the West Coast. And don't be shy about calling in, coming in when you come back to New Jersey. We love you. It'd be great to see you. Hanya's in the house. Hello, Hanya. Hey, Jesse. What's going on? Now, as we start to wind down, I'm going to run through the plugs real quick. If you're as hungry as I am, and I am hungry right now, go to, especially in the Lyndhurst area, in the New Jersey area, go to Josie's Pizzeria, 201-933-1966, located at 228 Stuyvesant Ave, Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Or go to josie'spizzeria.com. Stop in somehow. Get yourself there. Get yourself some pizza from Josie's. Best pizza around. Anybody who tells you different is lying. Also, our Alfie winner, carrying our trophy proud this year, the glorious Jen Garrett. As many of you know, she runs Paws and Claws Rescue out in Hoopeston, Illinois. But she does need donations to keep it going, so reach out, Jen Garrett at rocketmail.com. That's her PayPal. Feel free to send donations. They're tax write-offs. And she takes care of all kinds of animals out there. She has mountain lions, tigers, wolves. It's really an amazing feat what she does year in and year out. So show her some love this holiday season. Also, if you need some roofing and siding, go to RZ Supply, 201-529-3300. Located at 27-33 Franklin Turnpike in Mahwah, New Jersey. We are now owned and operated by Beacon Company. We have, we must have close to 700 branches now all across the country. You can't miss us. Give us a call, 201-529-3300. Tell them Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you. When they go, who? Just say, shut up and put Mike Body on the phone. And Mike Body will, you can tell Mike Body I sent you, and he'll hook you up. Even if you're not from our area, we will hook you up with another branch that can get you all the roofing and siding you could possibly need to help out your house. Dave's in the house, both Daves, Dave DeTrolio and David John Long Hagen Jr. I can't pronounce anything. Give me a break. I'm half retarded. The other half is just mental. North Jersey Lions Football Club. Let's show them people some love. Reach out to them on Facebook. Let's buy some stuff. They're going to be helping me put together the Alfie Male tournament and the Alpha. I'm going to put together an Alpha soccer tournament. Those guys are going to help me out. So show them some love at North Jersey Lions Football Club. Also, one of my favorite ladies in the world, the lovely Cynthia Taser. Reach out to her at fancentro.com. That's FANCENTRO.com / Cynthia Tasers. Taser with a Z. Go check her out. She's worth every look you get. Definitely get your money's worth from Cynthia Taser. Also, Mary Rose McGivern, if you need to go by air, by sea, by plane, anywhere you want to go on vacation, anywhere you want to go, anywhere you want to get there, go check her out. Give her a call, 412-901-8420. Also, if you're in Atlantic City, New Jersey, go to the AC Comedy Club at acjokes.com. Best comedians from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philadelphia area, wherever they got the best week in and week out. Now they're doing open mics every Sunday night. Just go down there, check it out. Tickets are cheap. You can get them halftime. You can probably get them comped. Just head on down there. And if you're in the Atlantic City area, there's no better place to go than acjokes.com, the Atlantic City Comedy Club. Also, Monday nights from 7 to 9, tune in to the Uncomfortably Funny podcast with Dave Hodjanowski, Anthony Ennison, Shay Farrell. All brought to you from Pet Cemetery Studios. You can get them on Skype, Periscope, Facebook Live, wherever else, Ustream. Just give them a listen every Monday night. Check them out, 7 to 9. And all of this is brought to you from HamiltonRadio.net. Ruben, you owe me a quarter for that. Just tack it on with the $2. Yeah, $2. All right, that's all our plugs. That's all our show. That's everything we have next week. Next week, folks, tune in. Dave Hodge allegedly says he's coming in. I'm going to try and get some special guests to come in for our special Christmas show. It should be a lot of fun, so everybody come on out. Check out the show. And tune in. In the meantime, have yourself a great week. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your time with your family. Spend as much time with you as you can. Remember, Christmas isn't about buying gifts. Christmas isn't about spending money on everybody. Christmas is about spending time with your family and the people you love. So make sure you do that. It's much more important. Everyone's going to remember the memories you create, not the money you spend. So they might be able to go to school and tell everybody they got Xboxes and Nintendos and whatever else is out there. But 20 years from now, when you're long gone, they're going to remember all the stuff you did together. So go hang out with your family, do some fun stuff with them, and make some memories. Everybody, have a great week. I will see you all next Thursday at 8 o'clock for our special Christmas show. Everybody have a great week. Love yous all. Talk to you later.